Hey y'all, welcome to Queer Ass Trailer Trash Channel. I'm Jocelyn, and today's video, I figured to start off the whole channel would be a video of my trailer. Cause, I don't know, that's kind of the whole foundation of what I do around here is tiny homes and living simple and DIY and making stuff yourself. So, to start off, I will begin the story of this particular trailer. I call it the Dream Boat. It is a 1982 GMC Vandura that has been built into a camper. It is a motorhome, and I have fully renovated it. I bought it for $500 in some pretty disgusting shape, and so I spent probably 300 hours or so, like completely gutting this thing out and starting back up from scratch. So it was a doozy, let me tell you. If you are going to do a renovation for an old trailer, be prepared to put in some serious hours of dedicated energy, because there's a lot to do when it comes to these old trailers. They were never particularly built to be lived in, and so there are some serious shortcuts that were taken in their construction, and those need to all be addressed before one can actually habitate in a trailer full-time, year-round. So right now it is January, and maybe you can hear the rain falling on the roof. It hasn't stopped in about fucking 3 months. It's been about a foot a month plus, maybe. It's insane. Anyway, I did the whole roof on this thing also when I first got it. Pulled everything off, recaulked all the seams, redid all the butyl tape, pulled all the windows out, put all the windows back in, same deal, butyl tape all around, sealed them back up. Caulking around that even, because you just do it twice to make sure everything's fine. Don't want to risk it. But anyway, suffice to say, I pulled all of the walls out and repaneled everything in 1/8" door skin. So I redid all of the interior walls with rigid foam insulation. That was just like a bunch of Lego work. You just cut little bricks out and fit them into all the little tiny spaces. So it also has I taped all of the seams to create a vapor barrier, and I went the whole 9 yards. Fuck, spray foam in every little gap, crack, you name it. And then I painted it all again with some kitchen and bath white paint. I will always suggest kitchen and bath paint because it has an antifungal agent in it mostly, and it is meant to be scrubbed. And if you're going to live in a trailer, you're going to want to be able to scrub your walls, because it's small and it's damp, and if you don't, you might get mildew in weird corners. So you got to be on top of that stuff. Just thinking ahead, I've lived in this trailer for 4 years now, almost. So, what you're seeing in this tour is, after 4 years of continuous hard country living. So, take that in mind. There are some dings, there are some dents. It's not pristine. But I did clean this place like I haven't in months. So, years. I don't know. I scrubbed the roof today. Ceiling. Because I was going to show people where I lived, and I didn't want to look that gross. You try and wash off where you kill the mosquitoes in the summertime, but sometimes there's the ghost of it. So I gave a little extra go to just try and polish it up for all y'all. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and then start giving the tour. So y'all can see what I do and where I live. Oh, waking up. There we go. So I'm new to this whole GoPro game. And as you can see, I got a GoPro. It's pretty cool. This is my mirror. It's where I like to hang out in the morning, get dressed. It's my little motivational poster. Tell myself, keep on keeping on, because, you know, if you can't be awesome, can't expect anyone else to be awesome. Down here, little dog food bin. I left the tub where it was. I put a lid on it there with the wood. I just store stuff in there now. Got some handy dandy Tupperware. Keeping everything in Tupperware when you live in a trailer, because everything gets damp, so that's the key to things. I had to pull this whole sink out, and when I rebuilt the walls, and then I put it all back together again and rebuilt the sink. I don't have running water right now because it's winter time, and this big blue jug is how I do my hand washing and such. Because I could probably get away with running out cold water, but the thing is that you never really know if it's going to be one of them nights that freezes. And this is a 38-year-old motorhome, so some of the pipes I replaced, some of the pipes are original. And I don't know if I trust them enough to risk it, you know? So I just use the old blue jug. It's okay. It's annoying. My water is actually not that far from the trailer, so it's okay. This is my wood stove. This is my favorite part of my whole house, and was probably the hardest thing to engineer. I spent so many hours. Let's get some better light on this. Trying to work out the whole how-to about this thing, because when you're gonna install a tiny captive sun in your tiny home, you want to make sure that you do it properly so that you don't set yourself on fire or end up giving yourself carbon monoxide poisoning, because that's no good for anyone. And I also have a carbon monoxide detector. If you're ever going to have a wood stove, you know, get one of those. It's good. In case. And then down here, this is one of my genius things. There used to be a set of bunk beds here, but I ripped the bunk beds out. And under the bunk beds there is there was a box that went out into the outside world. And so I can load my firewood in from the outside here. See? Doo-doo. There it is. Firewood. And I don't have to bring it through the house, which is nice. Keeps things a little cleaner. I got my little firewood tools there. Hatchet. Scraper, whatever. That's a thing. If you have glass windows in your wood stoves, I don't use any sort of caustic chemical. I just take this little spatula, scratch, scratch, scratch. That clears that well enough for me to see again. And then this is the tiniest wood stove. I can only fit 11-inch pieces of wood in here. So I have to do all my own custom firewood cutting, because I don't know where the hell else I'm going to get anyone to get me 11-inch pieces of firewood. Sometimes if I get wood that's too big, then I just have to I have a shitty chop saw, and I just cut it down with that. Which is really kind of dangerous. But, you know, if you're going to live full-time, year-round in a trailer, I'd say that a wood stove is almost a must-have. Either that, or you're going to be running an electrical heater and a dehumidifier all of the time, because things get wet. It's just, even my roof doesn't leak or nothing, it's just your breath, you know? I've had some kind of minor leaks, but those are almost always just condensation, because I went to town on the roof. Here's some art. I like art. My friends make art. They send me art. I put them on my walls. My friends aren't Iron Maiden, but, you know, friend Mike Paulson did that there crazy Moose Ouroboros infinitum radness, you know, heavy metal. I love it. This here, what you call filing cabinet, actually a dresser. Stealth, look at that. It's just I needed something that was very tall and narrow. It's also metal. It's by the fucking wood stove. That's a good thing to be. I also have this big wood post here, which is a little... It's never actually gotten that hot, so it's not that sketchy. But there was a wall here, because this was a bathroom originally. And that wall helped hold the roof up. And so, and I didn't have this post in there. The roof was sagging, and that was sketchy, because there was a lake. And you don't want lakes on the roof. I got some, like, cold storage in there now. Got my this and that and there. Bathroom stuff. All them doodads. And then this is my refrigerator. But it's not actually a refrigerator, because it doesn't work. My friend Brand painted that. They're nice. It's a pantry. Look at that. Super dated. Period appropriate. This whole motorhome was brown as can be. You know, once upon a time when I got it, it was the most brown. And if you've ever been in one of these old motorhomes, really feels like a cave. If it's all brown, it's just very dark and depressing. So I brightened it all up, painted it white. White, white, white. It's the best color for any small space, as far as I'm concerned. Because it just makes every space bigger. This here's my kitchen. It's tiny. I built another kitchen outside because I couldn't handle how small this is. But that took me like 3.5 years to get going. So I spent 3.5 years cooking in this thing. And it's a step up from what I was in before, which was a 67 Bluebird bus that had been converted. And all I had was, you know, maybe this. It was even worse. So this was a leap forward, and then I got another leap forward, and I'm constantly just, you know, as the years roll by, leaping forward as I can find enough trash to build the things that I need. This here is painting my friend Michael did for me. It is watching an atom bomb explode, being leisurely about it, no stress. I got a thing for space, so I cut out some pictures and then I put them in these little doors to make things a little bit more peppy around here. You know, nice framed images. Before that it had that like tacky wicker kind of faux insert. It was terrible. So I figured I would make it nicer. Some more art. Screen prints. That's my control center. I don't use it because that's for the battery stuff, and I don't have a battery stuff anymore because all the wiring was really old and kind of sketchy. And so I just pulled all of my lights and stuff, all the RV lights and things. There's just holes all over the place because I didn't feel like I was blowing fuses and things in the 12-volt battery section of life, and that really sketched me out because that means that you're having some power surges or shorts or whatever. And once again, burning is not fun. So I just went with the standard 30 amp house voltage, and I'm on plug, so I don't really got to worry about it. I don't need the batteries. If I ever was to, I'd probably install a solar system of some variety. You know, that's my favorite little thingamabob in the whole world. This is my unicorn. And they are image of myself idealized. I got this other one. My partner found this for me, and it is going to go on the hood of my truck, which is going to be awesome because my truck is going to be all black, flat black, with a gold unicorn. fucking sick. Anyway, continuing the tour. More space. More friend art. Friend Bug does drawings. And then they make calendars sometimes. And then they sell the calendars, and I got one. And it's great because I didn't put the year on it because I didn't actually write anything in it. And now I can still use it because it's not dated. More art. More space. More friends doing stuff. There's a couple of different screen prints, stencils, and I have very many talented friends, though I personally don't really do a whole lot of the image related artwork. I mostly make stuff, practical items. I renovate RVs, I build, you know. I do a little bit of this and that. I like collages. I call it the Princess Cave. I had to completely reframe this area because it had so much water damage. I had to pull most of the 2x2s out and replace them because it was grim. I got a little stairwell. I just took the curtains down for right now. I've been sleeping in too late, so I figure that if I open the curtains, remove the curtains, I can't even close them. That might help get me up in the morning. And then got my dogs. Well, there's one of them anyway. Hi, dog. Clem. What you doing, honey? Hello, say hi to the camera, baby. Where you going? Oh, where you going? Oh, you want to go outside, hon? You want to go outside, you wiggle bum? Do you? Can you show the good people how you know how to get outside? No? Okay. You want to go? No? Okay. I guess not. We're confused about what we want. This is Clem's side of the couch, so she gets a sleeping bag. If you get children's-sized sleeping bags, they basically fit on one of these dinette pillows, and then you can just wipe them clean. This is a suit bag, or for fucking, you know, taking your fancy dress wear on your airplane trip. I just jam that pillow in there because the original cladding, she had gotten so dirty there was no saving it, so we just started over. And then whenever these get ruined, I just go to a thrift store, get another child-sized sleeping bag, and repeat as necessary. And then over here, this is the other side of the dinette, where I sit right here, because that's where I get my lumbar support. And then I built this here tiny and hilarious set of stairs for my Chihuahua, Lucinda Lou, because she got beat up a little while ago because she picked a fight with a dog that was 10 times her size, because I think she's about 8 pounds, you know. And I'm going to interrupt her sleep right now. I'm sure she's going to be real happy about it. Lucy, hello. Hello, little one. Who's a bun bun? Say hello to the nice people. Hello. Who's a puppy? You're going to be the star. I'm pretty sure the dogs are going to be the star of this channel because they have the most cuteness of everyone. Good dogs. I'll put you back to sleep. Apparently, the original dog that began the lineage of the Chihuahua was a burrowing creature. So that's why they just like to hide underneath any pile of blankets. I have had to learn that you have to be very careful when sitting down if you have a Chihuahua in your life, because any pile of clothing or fabric could in fact contain a dog. A very small dog. A very small and very fragile dog. My big dog, she never get hurt. My little dog, she has to go to the vet on a semi-regular basis. Because she does silly things, or has allergic reactions, or, you know, she's just sensitive. Let's hear some more art and random this and that. Coat hooks made out of driftwood and forks and stuff. Hats. I actually had to pare down the old hat collection a little while ago because it was getting extreme. Oh, that's a little crooked. It's cleaning up. Got things out of order. Move the old fancy boom light here. Very high-tech lighting. Wall of patches and fun. Kettle. It's the only place I could find for it that wasn't constantly in the way. Made a bunch of these buttons. This is kind of some of my arting stuff. Hummingbird. Whoop whoop. More art. And, you know, the old Fear This Queer by the old Hey There What You Doing Here device. It's a very nice knife. And that's the door. I guess we're about done this tour. That's the whole shebang. It's nothing really else, but I suppose there's the cab, but the cab's not very interesting. The old truck mostly starts up. It didn't the other day when I tried, but the fact is there's possibly no gas. So I'm gonna put some gas in it, and then we'll see if that helps, you know? I hear that trucks like gas. So anyway, that's just a cab. Doot doot. I don't drive it. This thing hasn't actually moved from the spot it's been sitting in right now for the last, lordy lord knows, 3 years, 2.5 years, quite a while. It's been a few places, but mostly it's been right here. Anyway, so I think I'll just wander back one more time for a little pan. One last pan for the road. Slow waltz. Oh hey, look, we're back at the beginning, right where I started. How about that? So, ding, there we go. I am going to now say goodbye to all y'all, and I hope you had a good night. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Got any questions? Hit them in the comment box. Do the subscribe thing if you want to. No pressure. I believe in consent. So, stay well, be good to other people, and be good to yourself. Aight. Night, y'all.